All right, this is Georgia doing the 50 breaststroke. I'm going to play this back in slow motion so you can see a little bit better what we're talking about here. All right, so let's get going. There we go. Okay, we're going to pause right there. Oops. Let's go back. Okay, so pull-out's not too bad, okay, but we need to make sure we're getting that strong dolphin kick. See, it's kind of not really, there's not a lot of chest movement, okay? We want to make sure that when we come off the wall and that dolphin kick is like super strong. So I want to see it right from your chest, ripple all the way down until that flick of the feet, okay? So number one, dolphin kick, okay? Number two, okay, our streamline looks pretty good here. Our head's down. All right, let's take a look at this. Good. And we're not lifting our head until we get to the surface. So that's perfect. Just working on that dolphin kick and a really strong pull-out, okay? The pull-out's going to be like the fastest part of your stroke because it's underwater. So we really need to utilize those off of every single wall, 50, 100, 200. That's going to make a huge difference, like 5 seconds at least on your 200 if you can nail those pull-outs and make them extra strong with a crazy good dolphin kick. Okay, let's continue here. Stroke looks pretty good. Good. We're starting to get that chest movement, which I really like. Okay, one thing I want to point out here, okay, let's go back here a little bit, is see your feet, they're coming together right here. Okay, see how they're not together when your kick finishes? Okay, they're a little bit too far apart, all right, and they're not, one's higher than the other, okay? And we have talked about this a little bit, but every time you do a breaststroke kick, whether it's, you know, in warm-up, in a set, while you're swimming breaststroke, whatever, those kicks need to finish. So we need to be like tightening it up, toes pointed, come right together and squeeze. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so pretty good. So our head's down and it doesn't come up there until we take a breath. Okay, and our hands, see those hands right there? So you're pulling water into your chest. You're not getting the best pull you can get though. So what you need to do, they're kind of slicing. Do you see that? Slice. Slice. So what we want to do is we want to angle those hands in a little bit more towards our chest because pulling that water into our chest, that is going to get you an extra little oomph, okay, in your stroke. If we slice those hands in, we're kind of missing a little bit of pull here. So right about there, that's where the palms are going to change direction and they're going to angle in towards your chest, okay? And that's going to help you with the momentum to shoot your chest through as well because you pulled this water. It's like a build-up, a build-up, a build-up, and then we can shoot our chest forward. Okay? So what I'd like you to try here as well is when we're working on shooting that chest forward, I want you to over-exaggerate it a little bit. Okay? So, you know, we are recovering. We're in this streamline here. It's slower, slower, slower. We're building up. And then right about here is when we're going to throw our chest forward and we're going to throw our hands forward. Okay, do you see that? So let's go back here. So it's, you know, we're building up, we're building up, we're building up, and then boom. Okay? I can do that with my video right now because I've got control, but when we swim, as you can see, there's a little bit of speed differentiating from when you're pulling to when you're shooting through, but not a lot. So let's really work on that. So that pull, 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 and then shoot that chest forward. Okay, so we're pulling, we're pulling, we're pulling, and then we're shoot. Okay? Pulling, 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 and then shoot. Oops, bad shoot. And then shoot. okay? So a little bit more forceful on that shoot through, okay? Your body position is really good. Okay, this is the first video I haven't had to draw on it to show somebody how their body position should be. So good job. Okay. Coming in to the red line here. Okay. Just don't let the momentum slow you down, okay? When you're doing those 200s on Wednesday, you're confused about the set, okay, and you're kind of just going through the motions because you're so confused on what we're doing. Make sure we know what we're doing from the very beginning. If we have questions, we need to ask, okay, and then that will kind of take the pressure off, and then you can be like, okay, I know exactly what we're doing. Now I'm going to work on my technique and work on what I need to work for this set, okay? So once again, dolphin kick and those pullouts. Those pullouts need to be stronger, okay, and they need to be tighter. They need to be faster, okay? So you really got to force those pullouts, force that dolphin kick, use that kick, that last breaststroke kick to really throw you up to the surface, all right? Number 2, we want to angle those hands in towards our chest when we're doing our pull, we're coming around, and then as soon as we get, you know, we're starting to lift our chest out of the water and breathe, that's when our hands are going to direct, they're going to point, like our palms are going to point right into the middle and they're going to mirror each other, okay, and that's going to give you that extra momentum. So it's slow, 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 I'm pulling in, and then when I go to shoot forward, I can throw that chest, okay? So really throwing that chest into that recovery, that's another thing as well. If we can tweak those things and get you ready for, you know, Border City, we're going to go fast. So keep those things in mind, okay? And every time we swim breaststroke, every time we do kick, get those feet together on the kick, squeeze them together, and we'll have a really, really good year. All right, good job, Jorja.